This is the story of Big Jefe. This will be the first video in a series that I'm making about Big Jefe. He only did one thing. He did the most insane thing I've ever seen, Big Jefe. And I started to realize when I'm looking over my notes of a book, I've had a lot of Big Jefe moments, not me personally. And if I did, I haven't noticed them. But you encounter a lot of people that just exude Big Jefe. You don't know what it is, but they're just larger than life. They not like they live well beyond their means, but they give beyond their means. They give you things that you're like, wow, this person is like either a genuine person or like important, or it's like, I don't know, everything from like what color is your Bugatti to like being Mother Teresa is all Big Jefe. So the first Big Jefe moment is of course the original Big Jefe himself. The story needs a bit of introduction. There are a lot of things that can make humans hate you, which is like, watching like a reality TV show. Doing anything that those people do is going to make people hate you, like rightfully so. Not in a, malicious way, but just like people who only talk about themselves, people who only take and never give. Just genuinely unpleasant people to be around. Like when you're the only sober person around a ton of drunk people, it's actually a nightmare. So, Big Jefe is a person that I met at a, let's say, a concert. It was a sporting event, but it was an e-sporting event. I was 15 years old, and my friends and I went to go watch Cloud9. Yes, it's the Counter-Strike people. Cloud9 perform at like a major stadium close to where I live. These people, after their games or whatever, they were going around and people were, asking for their autographs. Little did we know, the four of us, that we had to like pay like $50 or something to get these people's autograph. I mean, who do you think you are? You sit on your ass, play video games all day. You're not actually giving any substance to the world. You should be paying us to even come and see you, but I digress. We weren't paying $50, but my friend got a bit creative and he took the Red Bull can that he had already, finished, and he threw it at one of them and he was like, sign it, sign it, sign it. And the guy was like, honestly, fine. So he signed it and he threw it back. My friend was really happy and I'm like, I want to get something signed because, like monkey see, monkey do. I'm like jealous. I went from like despising this person who wouldn't even give me the time of day to being like, I want this guy's autograph. But I can't get it because I don't have anything to throw at him. And if I threw my Red Bull can, then it would have been unoriginal. So I did. Now that I'm thinking about it, this was, Lil Jefe. I did some Little Jefe stuff. I got a shirt. I got a tank top. It's a Cloud9, which is like the sporting team. They're selling shirt, like, I don't know, like the shirts with no arms. I don't want to say the colloquial word for it because I don't even get monetized. I don't want to get shadow banned off of YouTube. But it's I got one of those shirts with no sleeves on it. And I started going around. I asked the person working security for their autograph because I can't get the people, like the athletes' autographs, so I may as well get other people's autograph, the people who work in like the massive stadium. And she looked at me and she was like, not like flattered like that, but she was like, I don't think that would be like, because like everyone behind her is getting an autograph for like people who seem to, be worthy of it. And I could see that she was like, she wanted to do it as a person, but for her job, she was like, it's better if I don't. So I'm like, all right, I can work with that. I went to every single concession stand around the stadium and I asked the people working there, the people serving like burgers, like Nathan's hot dogs, all that kind of stuff, the people selling like shaved ice with like the syrup on top. I asked all of them for their autographs and they all gave it to me. And they were like, why? Why do you want my autograph? And I'm like, I'm like 15, why not? I'm sure you have like some interesting stories to tell or whatever. Like just give me your autograph and get on with it. And that goes into a lesson I should have preluded before the Big Jefe story itself, but people love their own names. Genuinely no one but your dog and your parents actually care I know I'm gonna get like rude, but like genuinely no one cares about you if you can't offer them something. Like friendship is like a mutual thing. If you give someone like an infinite amount of friendship and like you try really hard to like be a good friend and they don't give you anything in return, you're gonna be like, all right, screw that guy, on to the next. Like no one likes a one-way street. No one likes a relationship like that. And most times, like not even your parents care. Like imagine like me, like someone my age, like coming home to my parents and being like, oh, I have like this problem, and like no one really cares. Or they're gonna look at me like, did we raise a failure? Like I don't know, like change the world. Go out there, son. You know, get kicked in the butt and then get right back up. Like no one really cares. So the fact that I went around unknowingly and just made these people's day because like they're working, and you know, if you ever worked in the kitchen, you know it kind of sucks. It's hot all the time. You're not working with like the highest quality ingredients. You know, sometimes your nose starts to get stuffy and your eyes start to hurt if you're working with like not even like, yeah, like onions are like the main culprit, but like so many random things in the kitchen just like makes you just like physical effects. No one likes that. So me going up to these people and like asking for their autographs, and I'm young. I still look pretty young, but like I was like 15, so I looked like I was like 10. These people were like ecstatic to give me their autograph. So I'm going around and I go to one place that has really good burgers. So I was like, you guys have like the best burgers. And they were like, oh, thank you. You know, we really try. And you could tell that they like really tried. And I asked for the autograph because I was doing it with everyone. And this guy comes out from there's like a pass through window, which is one of those things like the kitchen is in the back. Say kitchen's right here, and then everyone eating is right here, and like the cashier is like in the middle. There's a wall right here with a window in it, like in the Krusty Krab or like old fashioned diners, like that pass through window that you can pass like trays and stuff through. Big Jefe, it's just some dude. He just peeks through the corner. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm asking people for their autographs." And I got like kind of afraid. He's like, "I've seen you walking around asking everyone for their autographs, man." And I'm like, and he's one of those like really stern dudes. It's like you can tell that he has like a larger than life presence about him. And he just disappears after saying like, I've seen you asking other people for like the autograph. So he comes out, he has his own marker. He has a different color marker because I had like a big black Sharpie. I forget where I got it from, honestly. But I had that one of those big black Sharpies. And